just try to get himself healthier.
Billy, is this a situation where it's like sort of a second opinion, or are
No.
you seeking a different avenue than what he's been going through?
Yeah, I mean, I think for all these guys, as they take ownership or responsibility for their careers, obviously they get, I think, great trust and confidence in the medical staff here, but people are always going to go out for second opinions, and I think it's a normal protocol for a lot of guys. But, there wasn't per se just any setback. I don't want to say there was any setback, but what it came down to was he can't get himself back to play. And he just wants to try maybe some other avenues to try to get himself back to play. It wasn't like he got injured. He's not dealing with anything, that has set him back. He's gotten to a point, and he can't get past that point. And I think in getting to that point, for him, he didn't feel comfortable that he could really go out there and play and perform like he wanted to. And he's trying everything he possibly can do to get that to that place where he can take the next step. And that's really what it came back to. So I think with him doing what he did in training camp, and then thinking his body needed to recover from that, recuperate, and then trying to amp back, he could never get past that point. And that point for him was not a point that he felt comfortable playing at.
That point, when you describe that, I'm trying to imagine, what's keeping Andre from what is it? Is it a stamina thing? Is it a pain?
No, I mean, he's got pain, he's
or?
got discomfort, he's got a lack of, I don't want to say lack of confidence, but he just doesn't feel like he can go out there and play. Mm-hmm. He's dealing with, because of the injury, I don't want to say it's pain, but he's got discomfort there. I would think that's probably a fair word. Mm-hmm. And discomfort to the point that he doesn't feel like he can go out there and play. But the discomfort is not discomfort that he can't go out there and practice and work and do some of those things. It's just that it's holding him back from him being able to do the things that he knows he needs to do on the floor to be a productive player.
Okay. When did he first talk to you about the possibility of leaving?
He never really talked to me about it. I mean, he's dealing more with the medical staff and I think the front office on it. I mean, he and I talk a lot. It's never really been about that. It's always been about how he's doing, how he's feeling, and the frustration that he was going through. That he can't quite get to the level, he can't quite get to a place where he really feels comfortable playing. I mean, is really what it comes down to. He just does not feel comfortable playing in the position he's in right now. And I think he's obviously worked really, really hard, and he's going to take some time away from the team to, whether it's second opinion or different, maybe try to look at some different people, try to get some different help, or try to look at the different avenues. He's just exhausting all of his options as best he can to try to find a way to get himself back playing.
Was he participating in contact practices with you all before this decision was made?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So you're still doing non-contact stuff, unless?
At all during the season? Since the season began, no contact in practice?
No, he had contact in training camp.
Right, I remember that. But since opening day?
No, he's had some times where he's come back and done some. I don't know what, obviously we're a couple months into the season. I couldn't give you an exact timeline, but there's been when he had those 4 or 5 days in training camp, and then, we let him rest and he went back and played again. I think that's the point where it got for him where, one was his body readjusting to what he was dealing with. And clearly it's not that. It's not that. He's getting to a certain point and he has discomfort in how he's feeling and what he's experiencing that doesn't give him the confidence or the belief that he can go out there and play. And I understand that because, listen, everybody deals with anything. One thing I'd say about Andre is a tough guy, and he plays through anything. This guy played and went up and basically ruptured his patellar tendon, and he had been dealing with just some issues, challenges, just normal NBA season stuff. This guy's never ever ducked pain or low. He's got a very, very high tolerance for pain. So for him to say he's at where he's at right now, clearly, there's no doubt in my mind, he's at a place where he just can't play, and he wants to get himself to a place where he can.
Is there any talk of having to do another operation?
No, I haven't heard anything like that yet. No. No.
What sort of rehab can he get elsewhere that he's going to be able to get here?
Like I said, guys, I know Matt gave you the thing. I'm trying to answer as best I can. I'm trying hard. The reality is, he is trying to exhaust every opportunity to go there. I haven't heard anything. He's going to get another surgery. He cannot play because of the discomfort in his knee, and he wants to try to do everything he can. And that's why he's kind of removing himself from the team. I don't really know what anything I can say more. I'm trying to do it the best I can and give you a timeline. No, I am, but I mean, I also understand that you guys got a job to do and you guys got to report on it. But I think just in a nutshell, he is just at a place where he has not made the progress that he wanted to make for himself. And I think our medical staff's worked incredibly hard. I think they're an unbelievable group of people. Andre's an unbelievable guy. It was a really, really difficult injury. It was a challenging injury. He had some setbacks last year. We thought we were on a really, really good track, but he has not been able to get over the hump for himself as it relates to his discomfort that he feels comfortable out there playing. Anything more than that, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if he'll ever be back to this. I don't know if there's no return to play date. There's no nothing. He is just away doing everything that he can do, and I give him credit to try to put himself in the best position to go out there and play.
Really, the Pacers have Turner now alongside.
played one?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You know, they already have a lot of size across